The next mistake, I've lost count. I don't even know which number we are now. I think it's number 6. See, this field there, you cannot do it as an introvert. Today, we're going to talk about mistakes that beginners data analysts make. If you are learning data analytics right now, or you are thinking of learning data analytics, then this video is for you. I've seen many beginners make the same mistake again and again, and I've even made some myself. So this video is not to discourage you, but just to help you not to waste your time, your money, and your efforts. The first mistake that beginner data analysts make, even before they learn data analytics, or immediately they are done learning, is that they think that data analytics is a quick money making scheme. Be honest with you, data analytics is not the skill that you learn in 2 months and start making money. Yes, so people are getting jobs, people are making money from it, but this result, all the results you are seeing out there, is as a result of consistency, practice, and more practice. So if you think that you can jump over all these things and just start making money, then you must be joking. Some beginners think, once I just want to learn Excel, Power BI, and SQL, once I finish like this, I'll start applying to jobs, I'll start making dollars, I'll start making money, I'll no longer urgent 2K, no longer begging. Who told you? My dear, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. You have to know what you are doing. You have to be very good at what you are doing to actually land a job. So be calming down. Just be calming down there. All I'm saying is that if your motivation is quick money, like you just want to make money sharp, this skill is not for you. Hear me and hear me now. This skill is not for you. If all you want to do is make money, like quick money, immediately, no, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. It is not going to work because you have to put in the work. You have to be consistently building yourself, learning extra, building yourself, pushing yourself out there, putting in the work for you to actually land a job that can change your life. You cannot just learn this skill and just get a job like that. There's so many things that you guys do that's very, very funny. Let's just go ahead. The second mistake is trying to find a niche immediately after learning analytics. This one is very common, especially what we hear online. You hear people that will say, pick a niche down, be known for something, all these things. And then you see beginners that are just starting, rushing to look for niche to pick and rushing to look for what to do. But the truth is that you don't need a niche at the beginning. That's just the truth. It's better you just call yourself a data analyst. Why? Because you need to get your hands dirty. You need to try out every niche to even know which one to pick. And trying out every niche will help you get more skilled. It will help you also to grow because you've worked in health, you've worked with a health data, you've worked with a fintech data, you've worked with a finance data, you work with an agricultural data. Like you have worked with many kind of data, many different data, different niche, in different sector. It will give you experience that you cannot buy with money. So as you're starting up, don't worry about niche. Just generalize yourself. Learn all you need to learn. Practice with every word, with every data. Apply for any niche. Try everything out. Do you understand? You don't need to niche down immediately after you're done learning. It's when you've already tried different sectors over the years, and then when you are doing that, you're going to figure out a sector that you just like, that you have more passion for, you like working with their data and all that. Then you will not decide to niche down in that particular field. So it will actually help you knowing which one to actually niche down to. Now, the third mistake is paying to create a portfolio website instead of just using GitHub. Let me tell you the truth. Portfolio websites are very good. Even me, I have pushed on portfolio websites. I even have a video on how to create a portfolio website. Yes, I have a video on that. But with time, I realized that portfolio websites are good, But then just use GitHub. If you don't know how to create a website and then you don't have the money to go and pay someone to create a portfolio website for you, you can just use GitHub. GitHub, because many recruiters know how to use GitHub, and the GitHub is better because it shows everything, your thought process, every single thing that you are doing on that project. And that is just, it goes straight to the point, showing them what you can do, which is what they are looking for. They're not looking for the story of your life, why you decided to learn data analytics. They don't need all those things. So instead of trying to waste money paying for someone to create a portfolio website for you, or not having a website because you don't even know how to create one, just, I even have a video. Yes, I have a video on how to document your project on GitHub. I'll be putting the link in the description so you can go and check it out when you're done watching this video. You can use GitHub. I use GitHub. I don't have a portfolio website anymore. It's actually GitHub that I use. Yes, and I attach my GitHub profile link to my CV so they can click on it and go straight to my GitHub and see all my projects. So, my dear, you don't need to pay for anybody to create portfolio website for you. Neither do you have to create it. I know how I looked for how to create a portfolio website. People will be saying you need to get a portfolio website. You need to get, I'm like, how am I going to do this? I'll check online. No, nothing is there. I'll now see, okay, how to use HTML to create a portfolio website. So let me try. I tried watching a video on how to use HTML to create a portfolio website. Oh, it was not here. I struggled. I spent months on it, but it still didn't work. I had to leave it, and I figured out how to use Canva, and that one I helped me. And I used Canva. But now I don't even have any portfolio website. I use GitHub. I document all my projects there, and I can put the project my GitHub profile link in my description so you can go and check it out. And also check out the video on how to document your project on GitHub. Now, the fourth mistake is, before I go into the fourth mistake, registration for my data analytics class for January cohort is ongoing. If you want to learn data analytics from me, I'll be putting my WhatsApp number in my description. Send me a message on WhatsApp and let's begin your registration. All right. And then I have a course on Excel on Seller. If you want to know more about Excel, click on the link in the description and pay for the course and you get it right to you. So now the fourth mistake people make is applying to jobs without building projects. Like what I said before, some people will just learn after they don't learn data analytics, they'll just, some of them say they don't even have CV or they use their old CV to apply to jobs, or some even create a CV for their data analytics job and they start applying to jobs with that CV with no portfolio. Guy, how will you even do that? As a data analyst, portfolio is very important. Anyone that is going to be looking at your CV need to see your work, especially beginner. You need to see your work, you need to see your project to know that you can actually do what you said you can do in your CV. They need to see the kind of things you've done and worked on before, and that will help them to decide on whether they want to employ you or not. Don't rush and go and start applying to jobs with just your CV. No, take your time, build project. That's why I say after you're done learning, take your time, know what you are doing, build projects, know what you are doing. Let me tell you, in this field, if you are good, jobs will look for you. I'm telling you the truth. There are so many jobs, people are not getting it because they are still in the average, they are still where everybody is. They don't know, they just know what everybody knows. If you work on yourself, if you know what many people don't know, they are very, very good. Jobs will look for you. In fact, people will be chasing you. You have to be declining. I'm telling you the truth. So instead of rushing for money, that's why I say don't, money, making quick money should not be the reason why you're learning this skill. Take time, know what you are doing. Take time, learn all you need to learn, build projects. And then when you're done building projects, you can now start applying and start applying. Another mistake that we make, the fifth mistake, is taking time to apply to jobs. Now, when you are done learning, you've worked on several projects, many projects, and you at least you know some things to an extent, you can now start applying to jobs. Don't let fear, phobia of I'm not good enough, phobia of there's some things that you will never learn till you actually get your hand on a job. There's some things you will never learn that you only learn when you are working as a data analyst. So you cannot learn it till you work. So don't wait till whenever. There's nothing you're waiting for. You have built 10 projects, you have built a lot of projects, you have watched videos, you have learned many things. There's nothing that you don't know. But apply to jobs, you are scared. You think you don't know. You think you don't know enough. Please. You don't know enough, yeah. I know I say you should not apply to job till you work on project, but at this stage, you not know enough. So apply, just apply. Because that thing that you think you don't know, you cannot know it till you get a job. The next mistake, I've lost count. I don't even know which number we are now. I think it's number 6. The next mistake is not showing up on social media. See, this field there, you cannot do it as an introvert. There's some people that are like, I don't like social media, I don't like to post, I'm not good at it. Guy, you cannot strive. Come closer and listen to me. You cannot strive in this field if you don't put yourself out there. I've gotten many jobs on LinkedIn, people reaching out to me just because I'm putting myself out there. Yes, it makes a whole lot of difference. Instead of just staying in the background, you come on LinkedIn, scroll, look at what other people are doing, and you just go to LinkedIn job and you apply to the job. It's not enough. Put yourself out there, show what you're doing to others on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Medium. Put yourself out there. A recruiter or a company can see your work and reach out to you. Tell yourself, in 2026, I am going to put myself out there. Tell yourself that. Please, shyness cannot give you food. If you want to do anything reasonable in life, you cannot do it being shy. So let that shyness die this year. Let it die. I'm also talking to myself, let it die. Because you cannot achieve anything in that shyness. Let me just tell you the truth. So guys, I hope this video has helped you, because if you listen to what I say and you do it, trust me, getting a job is not going to be difficult for you. Just keep building, be consistent. Follow me on LinkedIn. My link is in the description. I decided that this year I'm going to show people what I can do. I've decided that this year I'm going to be building a project every week. I'm showcasing it on LinkedIn. And a lot of people are following me. They say, okay, they want to see, they want to, follow up and see. And just that is encouraging me. Like, so when I'm tired, I'm like, guys, people are waiting for me to post. People are waiting to see the way I've gone in my project. I wake up, I stand up. You can follow me on LinkedIn. Let's just connect. Okay. And if you have any more questions, let me see it in the comment section. And you can send me a message on LinkedIn. And my WhatsApp number is there. You can reach out to me. Don't forget to register. If you are doing personal training, be personal learning, register. Let me teach you, because personal learning can be very confusing and very tiring, and I can make the journey so easy for you. Don't forget to actually check out my Excel course on Seller. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and please subscribe to this channel if you are yet to. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye.